Yeah, this is McGraw-Hill Chapter 2, Section 2. This deals with slope. First thing you need to make sure you understand is that slope is represented by the lowercase letter m, that's your variable. It is the rise over the run. The equation for slope is the second y minus the first y over top of the second x minus the first x. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. An example of this is example 2, page 147. It says find slope of 1, negative 1, 7, 2. So you can see that the first thing I did was write the ordered pairs and put x1, y1 for the first ordered pair, x2, y2 for the second ordered pair. That, I suggest that you do this because then that'll allow you to put the proper numbers into the formula. So we end up with 2 minus a negative 1 over 7 minus 1. Now, in the slope formula, you got to be careful because you're going to get this situation where you have a minus a negative a lot, which becomes positive. So this becomes 3 over 6, which reduces to 1/2. So my slope is 1/2, and you must reduce the fraction. So here's what happens. If I take this 1, negative 1 and plot it here, there's 1, negative 1. The slope tells me to go up 1 and over 2. There's my second point. I can go up 1 and over 2 again and get a third point. Up 1 and over 2. I can continue to do that and I can get the whole line. So make sure you understand with slope, the easiest way to work with slope is to never change the bottom number. The bottom number is x and always move to the right. The top number is y. If it's positive, you go up. If it's negative, you go down. So a positive slope, I go up and to the right. Negative slope, I go down and to the right. There are 4 types of slopes. First is a positive slope. And you can see from here, we always read lines from left to right, from the smallest value to the largest. So you can see that a positive slope rises as we go from left to right. A negative slope falls as we go from left to right. We already talked about this. A zero slope is a horizontal line. An undefined slope is a vertical line. So these are the only 4 types of slopes that you have. Positive, rising left to right. Negative, falling left to right. Horizontal line, which is a zero slope. Vertical line, which is undefined. Here, we have example 4, page 149. It says find the slope of negative 3, 4 and negative 3, negative 2. First thing I want you to notice is the ordered pairs. The x's in the ordered pairs, both ordered pairs, is the same. Automatically, when I see that the x's are the same in ordered pairs, it really is going to tell me that the slope is undefined and that it's a vertical line at x equals that number. Now, doing the math, if we do the same thing we did, we take the first ordered pair, make it x1, y1. Second ordered pair, make it x2, y2. Put them into the slope formula, we get negative 6 over 0. Anytime you have 0 in the bottom of a fraction, it is undefined. It is not 0. 0 in the denominator's place of a fraction on the bottom of a fraction is undefined. Make sure you understand that. Also make sure you understand that anytime I get ordered pairs and I can see that the x's are the same, it's an undefined slope. And it's a vertical line, x equals at that number in place of x. Same thing holds true for example 5, page 149. It says find the slope of 0, 2 and negative 4, 2. In this example, notice that the y's are the same. Same thing holds true. When the y's are the same, this is a zero slope. And it's a horizontal line going through y equals that number. Doing the math, take 0, 2, make it x1, y1. Take negative 4, 2, make it x2, y2. Put them into the slope formula. We get 0 over negative 4. Anytime you get 0 on the top or in the numerator's place of a fraction, it is 0. Also remember that if my y's are the same in my ordered pairs, my slope is 0, and it's a horizontal line at y equals that number. Lines are parallel lines if the slopes are exactly the same, meaning same sign, same number, or same fraction, I should say. So in terms of this, line 1 has a positive 1/2 slope. Line 2 has a reduced positive 1/2 slope. They are the same. These two lines are parallel. When we talk about perpendicular lines, lines are perpendicular lines if the slopes are opposite in sign, meaning positive and negative, and reciprocals of each other. Example of this, if line 1 is 3/5, the perpendicular line would have to be negative because this is positive, 5/3 instead of 3/5. So opposite in sign, reciprocals. Also, another way to check to see if two lines are perpendicular is if you multiply the two slopes, you should always get -1. Here, positive times a negative is a negative. 3 times 5 on top is 15. 5 times 3 on the bottom is 15. 15/15 is 1. So make sure you understand these concepts. You have to understand these concepts in order to be able to work more advanced problems.